Hey guys, so I got out of work just about, I would say, a little over 50 minutes ago. Did a little shopping, as you could tell, with my EBT. And now I'm just waiting for my bus, which should be showing up in about 27 minutes, I would assume. But while I'm waiting, of course, I connect my Wi-Fi, or I connect to the AT&T Wi-Fi by Home Depot over there. You know, the under the AT&T Wi-Fi. And no sooner do I do that, as I adjust something here for a second, but no sooner do I do that than, I go to Twitter, and I find out that big announcement Tony Kahn had been, hyping up was the fact that he had purchased Ring of Honor. And now the question obviously is, what is in store for Ring of Honor? Will they keep the code of honor, which they're known for, where wrestlers, shake hands and everything before the match, as they're supposed to? And I'm assuming Tony Khan might keep that and may even, integrate that into All Elite Wrestling, but we'll see. The question obviously is, what's the future for the current champions? Like, right now, your current champions are, Red Titus, the world's television champion. Deonna Purrazzo, who's an Impact talent. She is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. The Briscoes, the tag champs, and of course Jonathan Gresham, the world champ. The question is, and Bandito, the world champ, if you will. So the question obviously is, what's next for them? And I would say I have to say honestly, it's a wait and see kind of scenario. It's a wait and see kind of. And I do apologize. That's the train. But like I said, right now it's one of those wait and see kind of scenarios. Now, as more information has come out, apparently the deal also includes the tape library, which will be beneficial to to AEW, because they have some Ring of Honor talent under the belt right now, like former Ring of Honor talent, I should say, under the belt right now, like Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Adam Cole, Adam Page, Jay Lethal, you name it. And so obviously that's going to help them out, like when they need to put together video packages for these guys, like with Page and Cole, facing each other, this Sunday for the AEW World Title. Obviously having, their history connected from, their brief time in the Bullet Club and everything, and in Ring of Honor, that's going to help out in a big way, building towards the match. But, obviously, this is a huge surprise, because not even the insiders like Brian Alvarez, Dave Meltzer, Bill Apter, Sean Ross Sapp, Mike Johnson, none of the people that usually, the Madman podcast, usually a lot of the people that get the information out because it leaks or they know somebody on the inside, even they were caught off guard, because apparently when Tony Khan made this purchase, basically he signed an NDA. And what an NDA is non-disclosure agreement, which means, he cannot say anything until a certain time and date. And obviously the time and date was the pre-Revolution edition of Dynamite tonight, to make the announcement he now owns Ring of Honor. So, that does open up a lot of, possibilities. I mean, you look at the fact that right now on Impact, you have a ton of Ring of Honor talent as part of Honor No More. Only one of them officially signed to a Impact contract, which is PCO. So now what Impact's got to do apparently is, I guess unless Tony Khan allows these talents to still show up there, what they're going to have to do is come up with a storyline, maybe do a lethal lockdown where, Honor No More, disbands. They have to, well, they won't disband, but they have to leave Impact Wrestling, because, now, legitimately, they can go back to Ring of Honor, because legitimately Tony Khan is the boss, is the real boss. So, and like I said, it's going to be interesting to see where to see what happens to the Honor No More people, with the exception of PCO, as the months and weeks go on after this announcement. But the other question, obviously, is, what does the ultimate future hold for this company? We know they got Supercard of Honor on WrestleMania weekend. Is that going to be televised, on TNT? Is that going to be a quarterly special they do to, fill that agreement, with TBS and TNT? We'll see. It'll be interesting if that's the next quarterly special. Instead of AEW, it's Ring of Honor. But we'll see. Another thing is, will Ring of Honor, be more like an AEW to an extent, to where you will get probably more, let's say, violent matches here and there than you've had in the past? Probably. We don't know. Will Tony Kahn try to book Ring of Honor in bigger venues? That's hard to say. Will he try to tape Ring of Honor before AEW? That might be something to look into, or that he might look into, to kind of really get it off its feet. But that's up in the air. There's speculation that it might show up on HBO Max, because, if Tony Kahn purchased it from Sinclair Broadcasting, obviously it's not going to be on Sinclair Broadcasting anymore. It's going to be part of the Turner Network. So obviously it's got to be, probably HBO Max bound in the near future. We'll see. But yeah, this is very interesting. And like I said, it's the first time in reality that none of the insiders, as I checked something here, I got 20 minutes, guys, or less than that. None of the insiders had any clue that this was going to go down. None of them. Because usually they have information leaked to them by those that are, on the ends, and have somewhat of a knowledge of what's happening. This time they didn't. It was a complete surprise to all of them. And again, it's going to be really interesting what... Sorry. One of the security guys doing walk detail. Like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens to those talents that are right now in Impact, that are not under an official Impact contract, but are only there until they find out what's going on with Ring of Honor. Well, apparently now they have an answer as to exactly what the future holds. But will Tony Khan say, you know what? I know PCO's got a contract with Impact, so he can't come in. What if I bring you guys in as a group, continue your Honor No More deal, but this time have you try to get revenge on Ring of Honor for going out of business? Or maybe tell the story, or maybe do a story to where, Maria could challenge Tony Khan for ownership and say, hey, I made the women's division what it is. I should be the one that should have got first crack at buying the company. We'll see what they do there, but again, it's going to be, it's definitely going to be one of those truly wait and see situations. And again, like I said, it has caught everybody off guard. It really has. And the other question obviously people have is he going to use Ring of Honor as a developmental system now? Again, that's something we'll have to wait and see, because yeah, it does make sense that with him signing all these talents, they need a place to go besides just, Dark Elevation and Rampage, and to an extent Dynamite. They need a place to go and wrestle, and Ring of Honor gives them that opportunity. But again, we'll have to see, what happens as the months go on. I think again we'll truly get our answer as we get closer to WrestleMania weekend with Supercard of Honor. If it gets announced that Supercard of Honor is going to be televised on TNT to contractually fulfill those quarterly specials that AEW and Tony Khan have with the Turner Networks, then I think we'll get our answer to exactly what the future may hold for Ring of Honor if their Supercard of Honor WrestleMania weekend event goes on to TNT. We'll see. Again, will they be HBO Max bound? We don't know yet. There's still a lot of more information that has to go down. Again, like I said, this caught a lot of people off guard because nobody saw it coming. Because because Tony Khan did exactly what I think a lot of people are going to start doing now in wrestling. He signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. And if that's going to be a way, and you know what, with Tony Kahn doing that if, what I'm trying to say is, if Tony Kahn by doing that was able to keep this secret even to the insiders, then who's to say that WWE won't see what's going on and say, hey, that's a good idea, maybe we should do the same thing, and they start making everybody sign NDAs so that nothing gets out. It could happen. Same with AEW, same with Impact. Tony Kahn may have set a precedent here with the fact that NDAs could be a way to keep things under wrap, and nobody would know until eventually the word does get out by the company or the people that own the company themselves. But we'll see. We shall see what happens. But again, this is a huge surprise. I'm happy that Ring of Honor is going to still be kept going. However it's kept going, whether it's, because part of the purchase is the tape library that is going to be a definite blessing for AEW, because they do have some of those Ring of Honor alumni under contract, and with matches like, let's say, Page and Cole, they could use that. They could use the footage of them teaming together in the Bullet Club and Ring of Honor. They could use the footage of them facing each other in Ring of Honor to help hype up the match on Sunday. And that's a benefit. That's a huge benefit. And they, so it's going to be interesting. And I think obviously maybe some people, this is my opinion, I think some people probably had an idea something was going down, because, the first Hall of Fame class has 2 Ring of Honor alumni that are currently in AEW. That's Danielson and Punk. And it's interesting that they got in there along with the Briscoes and Joe. So maybe that should have been like our first clue that something's going on here. And then of course with them talking about the memories and all that at Final Battle, that should have also given us a clue as to potentially what was going down with Ring of Honor and Tony Khan and AEW. I'm just saying. But it's a wait and see scenario, and we'll just have to see what Tony Khan has in store for Ring of Honor, what's his plans. Again, I think a lot of the talent that he's signing will be Ring of Honor bound, and just to help help it get back on its feet. And I do believe there's a good chance that Supercard of Honor might be the second quarterly special that Tony Khan and AEW put on the Turner Networks, WrestleMania weekend to fulfill that contractual agreement. But what do you guys think about Ring of Honor being purchased by Tony Khan? About the fact that nobody knew about it until tonight? How do you feel about this, this sudden shift, if you will, with Tony Khan owning not one but 2 companies? And do you think maybe Tony Khan's buying it because maybe, I'm sure a lot of people will look at it this way, maybe he's going to use Ring of Honor as, a backup. Like if something does go wrong with AEW, he has Ring of Honor to fall back on. I know some people will look at that as being one of the reasons why he purchased the company, but we'll see. We shall see. Like I said, it's a wait and see, it's legitimately a wait and see kind of deal, at least until WrestleMania weekend. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere, where super chats are open and would be appreciated, whatever you guys can do. Also check me out at BW Wrestling's Discussions, all your favorite audio podcast locations except for Pandora. Also check me out at Venmo at Brian-Walmer-2 to help donate there, as well as at Cash App at BWRoses98, and at Patreon.com/BWRoses, and at Vimeo at BWRoses as well, and at DeviantArt.com/BVW1979. But again, let me know what your guys' thoughts are overall on this big news that nobody saw coming, not even those that find out about information before it's officially out because of leaks. What are your thoughts overall? Let me know down below in the comments and in the live chat, and I'm out.